like an oasis.
Isn't that something? We were just crossing the bridge back over the bridge we crossed 2 days ago. Played with and walked across, got our boots wet, and Gwynnie said, "I wonder if there's a track that runs along the side of the creek." And
Lo and behold, we've walked down a little bit.
yeah, we have. What do you think about camping? Finding a place?
Along the river here. Oh,
Yeah.
that would be amazing.
Is there an echo?
Yeah, there is.
I can hear an echo when you talk.
Yes. Wow, you can actually see right into the tree here.
There's some footprints coming out of the water, and they're not human. I don't think they're cattle. Could they be camel? It's not leaving an impression that I can.
You know, the nice thing about Australia, if this was in Africa, you'd be looking the whole time to see if there were predators about, if there were, an elephant walking down, is there a hippo, are there any crocs? Here you can just walk.
And you would have a local population, which is not a threat, but there will be people around.
Yes. Yes. In fact, it's a weird thing as we're driving. I keep looking in the bush expecting to see a lion, or I see a shape and I think, oh, it's an antelope. No, it's not an antelope. It's not an impala.
I'm thinking that I think we should find a campsite. I think it would be foolish for us to just say, nice, but let's carry on.
I agree. I love that we're not on a schedule. I love that our route was blown out the window because we're totally free. We've got the whole of WA and we can go anywhere. That is really unusual.
Let's go and look for a camp.
Yeah.
I'm Andrew St Pierre White. Join me as I share my passion for building four-wheel drive trucks and travelling to the remotest parts of the world. A short drive down the riverbank, and this looks promising.
Here's the flat area here. It's actually quite nice because there's not too much, grass stubbles off you less. And even actually, maybe even nicer here. We could reverse the car in here. Okay.
Do you want to have a look at the river first?
It would be perfect, so I can't quite open my driver's door because of that bush. Yes, let's go and look at the river. Very, very good.
Hang on, wait. You can walk around there.
Down there.
Yeah.
Just this first bit is a bit of a slow one, and once you're on here, it's a piece of cake. So you're saying this is Comfort Inn, and that's the Palace downtown Dubai?
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely.
Well, what are you in the mood for?
The palace. What kind? The palace.
Always the palace.
Always the palace. Why do I have to tell you this after all these years? Perfect. Palace downtown.
Isn't this where we walked?
Yes, exactly. That's where we walked.
Okay.
And there's shade, and there's shade, and there's shade.
All right, here we go. We're going to call this camp Palace Downtown.
Yes.
That's the name. On the GPS, I record nice camping spots, and we'll give them a quirky name. Palace Downtown.
Named after the Palace Downtown Hotel, Dubai. Somebody else was paying.
All right.
Right.
Go and get the car. I'll go and get the car.
Filming and directing at the same time.
So, to get the nose level, we have to park, and we want shade, I have to park with the nose in at that angle. Okay? What do you think? I'll put some Maxtrax under the front wheels to try and get the nose in the air. Probably use all 4 of them, and we're done. I think. What do you reckon?
I think it's perfect.
I give you Palace downtown. Check your bags in here. I'll call the concierge.
Will there be room service?
Oh yes, baby. There'll be room service, all right.
I walked straight into that.
This might be a good time for me to explain why I don't want to tow. A lot of people have said, instead of going to all that trouble, why don't you just tow a camper trailer? And the reason why I absolutely do not want to tow my accommodation ever at all is because this kind of thing is made doubly difficult if you have something behind you, to do a maneuver in a tight spot, to do a reverse. We could have continued over some extremely difficult and hazardous, wrong word, challenging terrain by engaging the low range lever. Nothing behind me to catch me up if I have to, for some reason, do a difficult maneuver or reverse to turn around. It's called freedom. And that is why our accommodation unit is part of one package, not separate. Yes, there's a disadvantage of now if I wanted to go for a little drive, I couldn't just drop off my camper trailer and go for a drive. Yes, that is, I agree, a disadvantage. It's not worth it. That small, to me, advantage is not worth the price one pays. I just don't want to tow, guys. Hey, madam, what do you reckon about the dust proofness of the Tommy?
It's fantastic.
Good, eh?
Hey?
Really good.
Not a speck.
It's really good.
It's such a nice place to be.
Oh.
It's so comfortable up there. We might not have, a massive amount of seating and tables and all that. I mean, that's still coming, but it's just so nice to be up there. Yesterday on our chill day, I lay on the bed and read. Andrew had a kip.
Kip is an English colloquialism for an afternoon sleep.
Yeah, it's true. I've got to think about that kind of stuff. And when you pack up, it's so easy because you've got the space between the bed and the top of the camper. So you just put your jackets there, you put your stuff. It's so easy to pack up. It's a 2-minute pack up.
What you doing now?
I've just freshened up some rolls in the Travel Buddy.
Well, they look good.
Yeah.
They were very stale. They're
Yes.
nice now.
So
Right, this is a map of Madagascar. I can't see a thing. Got glasses. Oh, it's Australia. I knew that. Right, now what we were doing, let me just see there. There. See, last night we were there, and the night before that we were there. Australia is a really big country. So what we're actually going to do now is actually move up here, and then we're going to come in there and we're going to spend some time around there. Now, probably another night of bush camping. If it's really nice, we'll stay. If not, we'll then head up to the coast and start exploring the coast all the way down.
Yes.
More dead life, I think. I mean, wild dead.
Oh, those are big birds.
Those are.
Wow. What are
Those are
those?
wedge-tail eagles. Look at them.
They are colossal.
But now I don't have a camera and a lens to film bird life on me. I'd have to get out. Maybe if I do this. Resting. He's gone to meet the quails and visibules. So the first one that took off was the wedge-tail, and I don't know what he was. We need to get out our bird book.
That was a nice sighting.
Yeah, it was.
Pretty little town. I'm going to go and support the local economy. I'm going to buy something. I don't know what, but we'll find something to buy.
You're short of Coke. Do you have wallet on you?
I have wallet.
Nice, cold.
Real Sleepy Hollow, eh?
Yeah, we're not going to get fuel here. It's 160, which is not a ludicrous price. It is a bit more expensive than average, but we'll get fuel at Marble Bar. This is Marble Bar. So we've now joined the main North Road again.
If Andrew's dad was here, he'd get out his marker and he'd put in an apostrophe. He was a bit of a grammar Nazi.
And heading to the coast, and this is the hottest town in Australia.
East Pilbara is also the largest shire in the world, covering an area close to 380,000 square kilometres.
So that there is the Great Northern Highway. Okay, but we went up here, went up to here, and then we went off here. Now we've come back here to Marble Bar. We're now going to do that. Some galahs overhead. We're going to do that south, and then we're going to look for some coastal places to camp along this piece here, and then we'll do our major shop and restock food and things before we hit Port Hedland, and then we'll follow the coast.
As the afternoon marches on, it's time to consider finding a campsite. We found an arbitrary track leading off the main road into the bush, and we'll see where it takes us.
We're trespassing.
Good, he had to open the gate. I should have filmed it. She's getting all nervous because we had to open and close the gate. And that's fine, I promise you it's fine. If it's private, people don't want you to go there, they will either lock the gate or it'll have private
put
property.
some Dobermans outside.
This is
But
the
this
river.
is
It's
pretty.
beautiful. It's beautiful here. Look at this. We camp in the riverbed. Da-da-da. That's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Oh, big lump coming. Oh, sandy. So, across the river.
Oh, there's some water there, eh?
Whoa, there is some water there.
Which means this is probably...
Teeming with birds. So why don't we... yeah, it's pretty thick. The sand is pretty thick. I'm going to have to give it a run, or I'm going to drop my tires pressures right down. I'm going to see how it goes. And you see that bird?
I am not digging.
What? What?
Nothing.
We can go camp by those trees over there, overlooking the waterhole. We won't have any elephants or anything, but we've got brilliant birds. Should we try and get through this? I'm in for. If in doubt, low third. Come on. There you go. Make sure I'm in low. I'm in low. Okay. Low third. Are we gonna go?
Yeah?
Yeah?
I'm on HMS Kettle.
I think. Good. Nope. Tires must go down. I tried. There's nothing we can do. I'm not stuck. Drop the pressures down and it'll be fine.
I suppose you want me to film this?
No, well, go on. It's your job. Hang on a minute.
So, that was uneventful.
That's the whole point of this.
Boring.
Keep it boring. This is not a Discovery Channel. If we don't get out of the riverbed in the next 10 minutes, we're gonna die! Right. Question is, do we give it another go?
How much more excitement do you want for one day? Considering that wasn't particularly exciting.
Look, the thing is that if we get stuck now, we're going to be properly bogged because the tyre pressures are already down. I can't really go much further than they are already down. So there's the risk. Then we will have to get out using Maxtrax, and it's quite a bit of extra work. If we want to go camping over there or anywhere other side of this river, we've got to push through. And we are on our own.
We could just take a photograph of those ducks. Put them up on the laptop.
Not quite
and
the
look
same.
at them.
Not quite the same. Or, got another idea. Will you humour me?
I've been doing so for the last 30 years.
Okay, I'm gonna not do it. Okay, fair enough. Easy route out, no problem.
I'm the last of the brave ones here.
Okay, we're in good shape. We're nice on firm ground again. I want to see how soft it is if we drive along the riverbank in the next year.
What's the plan?
The plan is now to drive along the edge of the river, keeping towards the edge. It's always softer in the middle, or if you've got a river with a curve in it, it's always softer on the outside where the water slows down and drops its silt. So it's always softer on the outside of a curve. This is straight. There it's much softer right in the middle, because in the middle the water's slightly deeper, therefore the water's slightly slower on the end, and so the silt drops. So on a river we've got a good chance of not having difficulty, and we drive up through that gap in the trees, and then we're up next to the trees next to the riverbank, and then we can camp overlooking the waterhole without having to cross the river. But there is a bit of a risk here. It's hard. It's soft. It's soft. Okay, Again, not a great idea. It's actually softer than I thought. So I'm on firm ground now, but back behind it is very, very soft. No, I can't climb on there. I can't climb up there. I've got no choice but to go back. I don't want to go forward because I have to skirt that tree, and I think that's all soft.
We don't want to have to do a Maxtrax.
I don't want to have to do a Maxtrax recovery because it now starts getting really hard work. I do have trees and I do have a winch, so worst comes to the worst, but I actually think I'm going to get back out.
Plan B.
Plan B. It's not going to be the river. It's either, well, it's either try and get across or find a campsite outside the river.
Well, it's getting on, and
It is.
the prospect of digging.
Yeah.
You've got a massive sand ridge here, hey? You've made a scoop.
Maxtrax time. Okay.
Why do we do this again?
Why did I do this?
No, why do we, collectively, all of us overlanders, why do we do this?
Because we want to get over there. That's why. Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
So give me a hero smile.
Hero smile. Yeah. What did they say? Maxtrax. Yeah. They really are very good, the Maxtrax. They are very, very good at what they're designed for. There are some copies. Some of the copies are okay. Some of the copies are really bad. Truthfully bad. This is why when Maxtrax came up with this traction aid, they made them orange. It's because, can you see them? I, in my wisdom, got nice military colors like tan and green. Not a great idea. It's not, because one could so easily just forget them. Okay.
Crocodiles lurking.
Huh?
They're like crocodiles lurking.
Yeah. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed getting it stuck. Did I get my troopy stuck? No. Not my, no, I didn't. I have to tell you, I enjoyed that. I actually did. It's why I built it based on a Land Cruiser. Because it has all of the off-road ability. I definitely made the right decision. You know,
I hate to be the voice of reason here.
Yeah.
Off-roadability, we're not driving to the birds.
No, we're not going to the birds. I'm not going to the birds. The ground is too soft. Unless I can find a track that way to the birds, we're going to go find another place to camp.
So the off-roadability it's not invincible. It's not a superhero.
No car is invincible. I could have Unimog would make it there. No vehicle with this size wheels. Yes, if it was lighter, it had bigger wheels, could let them down even more, even higher flotation. No camper, a weight of the camper on the back. Yes, it would get there without too much difficulty. Everything is a compromise. But the compromise I could have made is I could have based this on a lower performance off-road vehicle. I've got the best there is in this size. We're back on the river. This is stony. Different riverbed, obviously. But how about this area right here?
Sounds like a plan. There's beautiful trees here.
Gorgeous trees here. Let's just take a walk and just find a place to set up. Yeah, there's quite a few nice flat areas. This is very nice. Okay, we're pretty good. Let me just check here. So come forward and I'll tell you when to stop. Whoa! Okay, that is very level, front and back, and that is, level. Come check it out. So normally, riverbeds, in any time of year where there might be rain, bad idea. This because the rivers can come down and flood incredibly quickly. Not only in Australia, many countries, but we are in the heart of the dry season. So it's a good day.
That tree, hey?
Beautiful tree, huh? Gorgeous tree. This is a beautiful spot. It was worth it. It was actually worth it.
It's an eye and a face and a nose and a mouth. It's like a dragon.
And we can have a fire tonight.
And we can have a fire.
Okay.
That's good.
I think we're straight, flat.
You know what? Right now,
I don't care.
absolutely. I'm done. It's dusty.
A lot of firewood. Only one more thing to do. What are we going to call this place?
Only one thing to do.
Well, there are more than one thing to do.
There is only one thing to do.
What's that?
Uber Eats. In my dreams.
I'd be seriously impressed. They would get a 5-star review. Yes, you know, we'd like some pizzas. This is where you come. Don't use your GPS or turn your GPS off auto routing. The riverbed near the Billabong, Western Australia. Good luck. Do you remember when we were in Botswana in 2018 and we were at the Morimi Southgate camp, and a guy came up to us and asked us how to make a fire?
On this side, and then again.
Yeah, you don't have to. After it goes, this burns down. Yeah, all right.
Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome. That's the concept.
Do you remember that?
I do.
And I remember
He
thinking,
was Dutch or he was European. He was European.
and you think, I thought to myself, we camped since I was really little, and most of the people I know camped from the time they were very little. Now a man who lives in Europe arrives and he's never done it before.
But I thought it was big of him to come and ask.
No ego?
None at all.
How do you make a fire?
Yeah. I was quite, I was impressed.
Okay, we'll have coals in. What's it looking good?
Yeah, it is. It's a pity I'm so tired tonight. It'd be a lovely campsite to just sit here and watch the stars.